Hi, I'm Tom, the inventor in paradise. I have another idea to show you. This one came about when we were playing euchre one night, and one of the fellows at the table was complaining. Wait till you hear this. He was complaining about mixing his milk and his cereal together. He said sometimes it's too damp, sometimes it's too dry. He wants to be able to mix it the way he likes it. I thought about that, and I wanted to jerk him a little bit. So I created a mixing bowl, but honestly it's not such a bad idea. It's a mixing bowl not just dedicated to cereals and mixing the cereal with milk. It can also be used for mixing vegetables or nuts and berries for a trail mix combination, or a party type of dipping situation, a party platter. Well, for lack of a better word, I'm using the trademark name Avalanche. I did a search, and Avalanche is used for a couple other things, but I'm confident that this is going to go through for my mixing bowl. I've included some photographs of the Avalanche during the construction of the prototype. I showed you how I cut the lid and mounted it into the base, created the shelf, put it on a block of wood, put some joint cement around it, smoothed it all down with my finger, then took and put some of that Krylon plastic base paint on there, the paint that's great for putting on plastic material. Dries really fast, and it comes out nice. I mean, geez, I made this thing in probably 3 hours total time. I doubt if I spent that long with it. Don't tell Al. But hopefully it's ready now. I think I'll submit it to Edison Nation just to see if it is a product that might fit their category for some of the product searches they do for housewares or consumer products. You never know. Another invention. It's called the Avalanche, and the Avalanche describes what started out to be a cereal bowl, but it's more than that. I don't pretend to know a lot about houseware products. I know very little about houseware products, but I came up with this idea after a friend of mine was complaining about mixing his cereal and his milk together. Now, sometimes it's too dry, sometimes it's too wet, and I like bananas in later, not before. Well, I built this thing with an elevated shelf, slightly slanted with some retaining ridges, so you could place your cereal up above and let it cascade down just like an avalanche, falling right down into the lake of milk below. Now you can mix it as you want, slide your other ingredients, your bananas and berries, chase them down when you want. Kids might eat their breakfast more readily if they're having fun doing it. But it's evolved into more than that. People have commented that you can put your almond slivers, your raisins, nuts, all kinds of trail mix materials, push them down in, mix your trail mix just the way you like it. You know how some kids are fussy. They don't want the raisins down there, they want this down there, and they want that down there. So now they can make it just the way they like. It's a novelty, I'll grant you, but think of it sitting on your counter when you have company, guests coming over. You could have crackers and potato chips up above, a dipping sauce or salsa down below. They have a great conversation item, and if you want to make trail mix and the kids are fussy, they could put all the ingredients up above, the almond slivers and the raisins and the berries, and pick out the ones they want and let them fall down into the mixing bowl and then pour it into a bag. That's their trail mix, just the way they like it. And you know, they had the fun and novelty of building it themselves.